My dear friends, masters and gods, a very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV warmly welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 19, day 6. So before commencing the session, would like to say pranams to you all and to our Guruji Raghunath sir, up to our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji and to our great Grandmaster Mahatar Babaji and to all the great Grandmasters and to the universe. So today's topic is Afterlife and Rebirth by Madam Chitra Shamsundar Garu. So Madam has turned into spirituality after recovering from COVID infection in 2021. She is currently hosting the Tamil sessions of Mahatar TV, which was inaugurated on April 1st, 2025. And she is conducting sessions on spiritual topics in Tamil. So Madam actively engages in Swadhyaya and Sajjana Sangatya, which guide her and support her in her spiritual journey. So over to you, Madam. Yeah, madam, you can speak.
Great.
Not audible, madam. Not audible. No audible.
Now I'm audible,
Ah, okay.
but in
Okay.
the computer I'm not hearing your voice.
Yeah, you can speak, madam. You can speak.
I think you start the meditation, second half I'll talk. Okay,
You can speak now, madam.
let me check. Okay.
Yeah, masters, there is a technical problem, it seems. We'll just continue with meditation. So, madam will continue in the after 9:30. We'll have a meditation for first 30 minutes. So, masters, let's do Anapanasati meditation, masters, as you all been practicing for the last 1 week. So, Ana is in breath, Apana means out breath. So, it is a powerful Buddhist meditation technique. So, it is 2500 year old Buddhist technique. So, you can cultivate
Able to hear.
concentration, calm, and insight. So, Ana is in breath, Apana is out breath. So, Sati means to be with the breath. So, if you are wearing any glasses, just remove them. Drink a glass of water before starting the meditation. So keep another glass of water beside you so that you can have it after the session. So dim or darken your lights in the room. So create a peaceful atmosphere around you. So sit comfortably in Sukhasana on a mat, or you can sit on a chair if you prefer. If you're sitting on a chair, you can cross your legs like this. You can cross your legs comfortably. So keep your back straight. Should be straight after the waist in relaxed position. So keep your hands clasped, an act of interlocking one hand with the other, like this. So can hold your hands like this and just make them rest on your thighs. So then close your eyes, gently close your eyes, minimize all the distractions. Inhale, exhale, just be present with the breath. Simply observe the natural rhythm of the breath without attempting to control it. Focus is not to control the breath, but observe it. Let's go of the distractions, thoughts, feelings, sensations. Just simply ignore them. Gently return to focus on your breath. So cut the thoughts and come back to the breath. So be patient and kind to yourself as you bring your mind back again and again. So I'll play a calming music so it helps you focus and relax slowly.
ಹಾಕೋಪ್ಪ ಬಿಸಿ ಅನ್ನ ಮೊಸರು ಹಾಕೋ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ.
last 1 minute. Let's bring back body consciousness. Last 10 seconds. Feel the breath coming and going out. We count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently rub your hands together, generating warmth and energy. When you are ready, place your palms on your eyes. Feel a soothing pressure for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, masters. We have completed a beautiful meditation, masters. Well done. So, yeah. So coming to today's topic, it is Afterlife and Rebirth by Madam Chitra Shamsundar Garu. So Madam has done into spirituality after recovering from COVID infection in 2021. So she is currently hosting the Tamil sessions of Mahavatar TV, so which was inaugurated on April 1st, 2025. So and conducting sessions on spiritual topics in Tamil. So Madam actively engages in Swadhyaya and Sajan Sangatya, which guide and support her in spiritual journey. So over to you, Madam. You can.
Good evening,
You can
friends.
yes, you can.
Yeah. Thank you, Lokesh, for the introduction. And friends, I am here today.
It's not audible.
Not audible? Audible? Not audible.
Audible, madam. Audible.
No? Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Proceed.
Friends, yeah, some technical problems were there. Now I think solved. Everybody is able to hear.
It's not audible.
Audible
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
madam.
Yeah. You can, madam. You can unmute me.
Yeah, thank you. Now I am audible?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Thank you. So, good evening, all friends. And today I am before you with a very interesting subject, a very deep subject, actually. I don't know why I chose it, but in those who have attended my last session regarding rejuvenation and healing by pyramids, in that session I had referred to the fact that the Egyptians believed in afterlife. So actually, even I was wondering what is the difference between rebirth. We call rebirth, and they are referring to as afterlife. So I got interested in that, and I chose this topic. So hope I'll be able to. I am making it as simple as possible. And for reference for rebirth, I have taken a book, Psychic Being, which is a collection of whatever lectures or thinkings are there of Sri Aurobindo and the mother. It's a very deep subject. So now we'll see this rebirth and afterlife. Both are related subjects. We are dealing with the life after life. Life is ending on this planet, Earth. Okay. Even as a child, I used to think that death is the end of life. Because we were not spiritually enlightened, or we were not given the information that there is a life after death also. But later, through when I heard about some of our Hindu, tenets and all that, then I came across a rebirth, punarjani, call it punarjani. So reincarnation. So that time only I understood that after death also there is life. But this concept is common to all humanity, actually. In all the different continents of the world, in every country, they believe in the life after death. So what is death? Why do you think that we feel unhappy, we feel sad that, somebody has died? That is because we are not enlightened. Okay, once you are enlightened, you will not feel unhappy because we know why a person dies and why the soul is taking another birth. When you go deep into the subject, we understand that this is a cycle. This is a cycle for the evolution of the soul to get liberated. Okay, that is a basic thing. So, what is soul? We call it Atman. Atma is a spirit. So, this is common to all religions. See, Egyptians believed in afterlife. And many more religions, other than Hinduism also, Buddhism, Jainism, then Judaism, and Greeks and many other people believed in rebirth, and they believed in rebirth and reincarnation. So finally, what you understand is what dies is not the soul. Soul is the essence of life. The essence of life never dies, it is eternal. Whereas the physical body has to undergo the so-called phenomenon called death. And what is death? How can you explain what is death? What is death? Death means the essential functions, the vital functions of the body stop. Like your heart pumping is stopped, your breathing is stopped. So when these vital functions are stopped, naturally the body cannot, other organs also cannot function. So the body is still, it is no more alive. So physical body is mortal. It has to die one day or other. You can say that it is like a how we are changing our clothes. Like that's only a cover for the spirit. It is not the real individual. What you see as me, I am not that. I am the spirit. But we don't have the capacity to see the soul. You can only feel it. See, at the time of death, what happens is the soul is eternal. The soul never dies. See, what is soul? It is an energy, na? There is a supreme energy which you call Paramatma or universal consciousness. So, Jivatma is the Atman which is within you. That is only a fragment of the big universal consciousness. Okay? Very, very minute fragment only enters each physical body. So, when the physical body dies, the Atman has to fly out, no? It has to come out of the body. And where does it go? And we never thought of it. Only very, very, like spiritualistic people who were in much advanced, like our great teachers like Adi Shankaracharya and many other people, they had the vision that there is a life beyond that. And where this Atman goes and why there is a rebirth. Why there is an afterlife, why there is a rebirth. What is reincarnation? What is reincarnation? We believe in rebirth. See, similarly, Egyptians, even though believed in afterlife, they believed in rebirth also. This afterlife for them is only an interlife. Like, a transit accommodation. You can call it a transit accommodation. Okay. So, when the body dies, the soul is leaving the body. It has to stay somewhere. It has to stay somewhere till it comes back to the planet, or if it has matured sufficiently, it has gained all the required experiences on this planet and completed all its karmas, then it gets liberation. And then it has the choice to merge with God, or it becomes equivalent to God. Okay. And what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is the stage where an individual realizes in his spiritual journey that, he has learned all the lessons, he has gained all the experiences on this planet Earth, and he has reached a point where he doesn't have to learn anymore. Everything is complete. See, what is the learning he is taking? What is the soul? Why is the soul coming here? Taking rebirth. That's a big question. So you understood afterlife. Afterlife is a place, according to the Egyptian mythology, it is neither heaven nor hell. It is a place where the soul leaves the body after leaving the dead body. It reaches a particular place where it is a resting place for the soul before it goes for the judgment, right? There is going to be a judgment for the soul. And they believed that, unlike us, for us, soul is a single piece only, isn't it? Or single unit. It is a single unit. But whereas for the Egyptians, they divided it into three parts. One is Ka. This Ka will remain in the tomb. What Egyptians do is they don't bury permanently, and they don't burn the body also. They preserve the body. Why? Because they believe that they mummify it. They mummify it and keep it in the tomb. And when they keep it in the tomb, they will provide, once again, they will provide food for the soul and attire, clothes, and what all things he used to do while he was alive on this earth. Everything is provided in the tomb because they believe that this Ka, which is the one part of the soul, it remains in the tomb, protecting the body. And it needs food and everything. It has the capacity to fly out of the tomb, fly out of the pyramid, and come back. And another part is called Ba, B-A, Ba. That is K-A, Ka. This is Ba. So this Ba is the personality of the individual. Okay. And the third one is the main thing. That is the main soul, the spirit, Akh. AKH, Akh. That is the spirit. So their soul has three components, whereas our soul is a single unit. Okay. And they say that this Akh is going to the afterlife. Okay. Rest there. And that Akh is subject to judgment. Because Osiris is the god. Actually, he was a pharaoh. Pharaoh is the king. So the king, he did some mistake. Something punishment was there. So he was sent to the netherworld. I don't want to go into it because we have something else to talk. So went to the netherworld, and afterwards he was made the god who will judge all these souls which are coming to the afterlife after the physical body dies. Clear? Hope it is clear? Yeah. So how does Osiris judge who should go to hell or who should go to heaven? They have a very, like a mythological story or whatever you can say. It is called the Valley of Reeds. Valley of Reeds is similar to heaven. Okay. When in the afterlife, Osiris will do, what he will do is, he will have a giant, what do you call, scale, balance, to weigh the heart, weigh the soul. Okay. So they didn't believe in pap or punya. They didn't believe in that. But of course, it was related to pap and punya because they believed in positives and negatives. According to them, in the Valley of Reeds, there are no negatives. There are absolutely no negatives. It is a positive world full of joy and all happiness and everything good. That is, you can compare it to heaven. Compare that to heaven. So Osiris, what he does is, the Egyptians believe that where does the soul reside in the physical body? They say soul resides in the heart of the human being. So after his death, the heart is going to, I don't know how it is going, the story or whatever belief is like that, the heart will go there to the afterlife. This heart is weighed in the scale, giant scale. On one side, the heart is placed. On the other side, an ostrich feather is placed, which is very light. Okay. And when they weigh it, if the feather is heavier, that means the heart is lighter. That means the heart is not having any negatives. It is devoid of papas. We can call it. They call it negatives. This soul is not having any negatives. So he will be sent to the Valley of Reeds, which is heaven. And supposing when they place the heart on the scale, and the heart, the balance, the scale on which the heart is placed is going down. That means heart is heavy and the feather is light. So this is a soul which has many negatives. So they will be sent into the jaws of a crocodile. And it is like, Naraka, like hell, where it is full of all difficulties and struggles and all that. But all these souls have an option to come back, take a reincarnation on this planet. Why should they come? That's a question. This is common. See, rebirth and afterlife are very much interrelated because it is referring to the life after death. Okay. Only thing is the belief system is slightly different. Finally, the concept is same. So these souls, why they want to come back? The soul has to go through evolution. Why evolution? That is, Egyptians believe that in their afterlife, they don't have negatives. In the Valley of Reeds, there is no negatives. These people are sent to another place where the crocodiles are there. No? From there, the souls will come. They decide to take a reincarnation on the earth. For what? Because they want to experience some other things in their life. See, we have already seen the evolution of life on this planet. That is, you come as a crystal, mineral, then you become a small plant, then a big tree, and like a small animal, big animal, all this. Then you come to. So similarly, soul has an evolution. Similarly, soul has an evolution. So it chooses, it chooses to experience something. And for that reason, it will take rebirth. So why Egyptians are keeping the mummy? That's a question. No? That is because they, according to their belief, when the soul is reincarnating, it has to identify itself with the body. I was this person. So it should see the body. So it should be preserved intact. It should have all the qualities, whatever he was using, everything should be kept there. So that the soul remembers, yeah, this is my identity. It's an ID card for coming back. Taking another birth in the form of reincarnation to the earth, it needs the ID card. That is the tomb. That is the mummy. So it is preserved. So then what happens is, this is their belief. So this is, they also believe in rebirth. They also believe that soul has to evolve, and they want it to experience everything. So if I have to put it very simply, what is experiencing life? What is experiencing life? What is experiencing life means, in this world, you have different emotions, isn't it? And different types of people. There is a robber, isn't it? There is a murderer. There is a very pious man. And somebody is very sad. Somebody is having poverty. These are all experiences, okay? A poor man is experiencing poverty. A rich man like Ambani is experiencing prosperity. A man who is successful is enjoying freedom. He's enjoying his success, his victory. So this, am I clear? I am trying to say what is experience. So in this life, we are experiencing something, isn't it? So with that, this experience will be added to your soul's book. Soul has a book of lessons, which it has to learn by birth after birth. It will learn one after the other, all the experiences, until it reaches a point where there is nothing more to learn. Nothing more to learn. That is the point of liberation for the soul. What is liberation? What is liberation? Liberation means, see, there is, now I will sing a small Bhajagovindam few lines, okay? In Adi Shankaracharya, I am comparing both rebirth and afterlife, okay? So that it becomes more understandable, okay? So, Adi Shankaracharya in his Bhajagovindam, in verse 22, he has sung this. I am just singing that. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare. I forgot that. Okay, like that it comes. That means punarapi jananam means being born again and again. And punarapi maranam means dying again and again. Punarapi jatare, that means again and again you are in somebody's womb, a mother's womb, a different mother's womb, a different mother's womb, not the same. So this cycle is called the samsara. Samsara dukh bolte hain na, like means what you call the sadness of repeating this cycle. So you are coming, being born, then dying, again reborn, again dying. This is a cycle. This is the cycle of life. This will repeat. Why? For the soul to evolve. Okay. So when does it stop? When you attain liberation from this. So you have liberation means getting out of this cycle of births and deaths, right? You are getting out of the cycle of births and deaths. And when you are getting out of the cycle of births and deaths, you get enlightenment actually. What is enlightenment? Why should you get out of the cycle of births and deaths? Because you need not go through any more experience. Whatever you had to learn through your experiences, through your many rebirths, many births and rebirths. So now you have got 100%. You have gone through all the tests from first standard or LKG to the maximum you have reached. There is nothing more, no other qualification that you have to attain. So when you reach that stage, you get the enlightenment. What do you realize? You realize that there is no difference between me and God. God is pure, perfect. So the soul is completely experiencing, it will know what the life of a thief will be, what a life of a murderer will be, what a life of a coolie will be, what will be the life of a teacher, what will be a life of a beggar, what will be a prosperous man. All this they have to experience. Now, actually, I was feeling so happy when I read this psychic being. Psychic being is a word used by Aurobindo for soul. Okay. What he says is, so this is enlightenment. Okay. So you realize that the soul within us is the Jivatma and the universal consciousness is the Paramatma. When you realize that my Jivatma is same as Paramatma, only it is quantity-wise less, but the quality is the same. That is the enlightenment. When you attain that enlightenment, you become Buddha. You reach the stage of Buddha. Okay, so that's it. Now we'll come to rebirth. Like afterlife, I think I have made it sort of clear. Now, rebirth means that also I have told that you reincarnate. So reincarnation means what? Rebirth means you are coming back to the earth to experience a new type of experience, which you have not taken in the previous births. You want to learn little more. I want to do post-graduation. I want to do some research, PhD. And like that, you want to, the soul is always wanting to experience and learn and evolve. This is common to all souls. Okay, every soul, whether irrespective of the religion or anything, there is no religion for spirituality, for that matter. Spirit is an energy. Just as the electricity is flowing through a fridge, then it is functioning as a fridge. When it is flowing through the bulb, it is a bulb. When it is flowing through this computer, it is functioning as a computer. Similarly, in every birth, we take a different physical form. It may be male, female, anything. But the energy is the soul. So the energy is immortal and eternal. So reincarnation means you are taking a different physical form. Because in the previous birth, in this birth, I am Chitra Shamsundar. I have certain features or I have certain, emotions, certain characteristics. So I am identified as Chitra Shamsundar. In my next birth, if at all I come back, if I choose to come back, I may not be identified as Chitra Shamsundar. Whereas Egyptians want that identification. Okay? They want the mummy to say that, yes, you are coming back. But in our faith, in our belief system, we don't need the idea at all. On the other hand, in Hinduism, when we talk of rebirth, like, am I going overshooting? Am I overshooting?
No, madam,
Or
you can.
yeah. Okay, then what happens is, in reincarnation, you are taking a different physical form and experiencing things. But in our belief system, what we believe is that when you take rebirth, our memory is completely removed. Our memory of the past life is completely removed from the soul. Okay. It is kept in the higher self. If I go to that, it will be more difficult because the higher self is something else. From that one fragment is coming as soul inside our body. And remember, soul is a word or an entity or whatever, is a concept which is pertaining to only this planet Earth. That is, planet Earth is in 3D consciousness. Okay. 3-dimensional. When you cross the 3 dimension, you come to afterlife, heaven, hell, and other things. Okay. In those places, you don't have the concept of soul. Soul is existing only here, but it is going to afterlife, coming back. And finally, when it is merging with the Paramatma, then it is, like in the higher consciousness. So only people and those, and here I would like to say briefly, like it is very interesting. That's why I want to tell you, because when I read, I found that, this Aurobindo was telling, when the body dies, the physical body dies, isn't it? But the mental body and the vital body remains for about 3 weeks, minimum, or 3 months. Okay. Depending on their, attachment to this world, attachment to this, worldly things, it will remain. And only the psychic being goes to the psychic world, which is the soul. Okay. Physical body is burnt or buried. Okay. In our religion, where we believe in rebirth. So here the body is burned or destroyed, but the mental sheath and the vital sheath remains for a short period, at least 3 months. Therefore, it takes time for dissolving. Okay. And he says that it is for the vital sheath which is remaining even after the body, the individual has died, that we are doing the Shraddha. We are doing the Shraddha not for the psyche, not for the psychic being, not for the soul. It is for the vital sheath. That is according to Aurobindo. I am not sure. Everybody will have different, perception of that. But his perception is that the Shraddha is performed for the vital sheath and not the soul, which is already gone to the psychic world for, assimilating the experience. What he says, after acquiring all these experiences, the soul will go to the psychic world. There it will assimilate. It will think about what all experiences I learned, recalling all that. And before that, at the time of how is rebirth decided? Who is deciding rebirth? God is not deciding. Universe is not deciding. We are deciding. The individual souls are deciding, because it depends on what experience it wants to take in the next birth, if at all. And when it wants to come back, that also it will decide. Okay. And then before that, what happens when the body dies? At the moment of death, the soul will think of something. It had so many experiences. It will think of what I have not done in this birth, what I have missed, which experience I could not complete. Okay, unfinished business. That will also be there. In this birth, you have not completed something, so it has to be carried over to the next birth. Plus, it will think that I will like to experience some other thing. Like I would like to be an Ambani. If I was a poor man and he had suffered without money during this life, he will think, no, next time I will be a king or a ruler if I want power. Otherwise, I will become prime minister. I will become Ambani. So whatever is coming to his mind at the moment of death, that is the first step deciding how and when and in what personality he will be taking the rebirth, right? His reincarnation is decided at the time of the seed is sown there. That you have already sown the seed for your rebirth. After that, the soul goes and resides in the psychic world for some time. There, it will recall what all experiences I learned during my life on earth. Now it will decide, after assimilating, it will express, yeah, now I would like to learn this type of experience. I would like to be a farmer. What is the farmer doing on earth? What are the difficulties he is facing? What all good things are happening? What is the service he is doing to the mankind? All this experience it wants to undergo. So it has made a blueprint of his next rebirth. Okay, it has decided this is what I want to do. Then even the major personality features, no, not the physical features, the personality is also decided. I will go as what, and it will choose the womb also. I will be born to these people. Okay, that also is chosen by this soul. And then Osho says it is then that the rebirth happens. And like this cycle of birth and rebirth repeats. And you have to, the soul is tired. It is, what is the object, final motive or the goal of the soul? It is liberation and joining with the universal soul. It is coming for that only. But for that, if you have not undergone these things, if you have not experienced and you have not removed all your negatives from your soul, you cannot merge with God. Jivatma cannot merge with Paramatma. Merge or come near. You can say you can come near. You may not be able to merge with God. At least you will come parallel to God. Means you will have the same qualities of God. So for this reason, these souls will take rebirths. Now you think, this is a rhythm of life, no? Birth and death is the rhythm of life. So, this soul, when should it take rebirth? See, today somebody died. The soul has to decide, now when should I take the next birth? Do you want to rest for some time? Or you want to, immediately take birth? Because you are very anxious to undergo the experience. You want to finish all the experiences and get the liberation faster. Then in that case, you will not rest. The soul will not rest. It will take some time, and then when it gets the turn, it will take a rebirth. Otherwise, they can choose to remain there for some time, rest there. Okay. Unlike us, they will think, Egyptians think that in the afterlife, they will talk to the other people. Okay. They will decide, they will have discussions and all that. We don't have that. Here, what we believe in rebirth, souls do not interact with the other souls. Okay. Once you die and go to that, whatever interlife is there in our faith or in our belief system, we don't interact with the other souls. Each soul is studying its own experience. Each one is in a watertight compartment, whereas Egyptians are discussing. Those souls are discussing. Okay, that's it. So now this soul also will decide, should I come after 1 year? Should I come after 3 years? That can be decided. So according to their wish, permission is given to be reborn. Okay. At the same time, those souls like Shankaracharya or, Ram, Krishna, all these things, like these people, spiritual leaders and avatars of God, these people, when they die, they can choose to be permanently there. They need not come back. They need not take rebirth at all. They are as good as God. They are called ascended masters. They are the ascended masters. They have learned everything. They are remaining to teach others. Mahavatar Baba, they say that he is remaining here as Chiranjeevi. It was not his option because people wanted him to be there, to guide them, to help them, to do service to them. So it is believed that he is still there. But it seems, I read somewhere that at one time he wanted to leave. He said, I have completed 1,000 years on this earth in the Himalayas. Now I think I can go back. His sister came and said, no, please remain. So when he said, okay, I'll remain here forever. I will remain here forever to help the humanity. So that is there, options are given to them because they are as good as God. We don't call them God, but they have experienced everything. flawless soul, like. So such souls, they can desire to come or take rebirth after 1,000 years or 2,000 years. They need not come. Frequent intervals of rebirths, they are out of this cycle. They are out of this cycle. They are liberated permanently. Only if they choose to come at some point where Earth is having some problem and their presence is required to help the planet, that time they may choose to come. Or see, in mythology, they say that, God will choose some people and send them here as avatars, and they have the qualities of Shiva or Vishnu or anything. They become the avatar because they have the qualities of them, and they liberate the people. Like we are waiting for Kalki to liberate us from the Kali Yuga, to transform. So this is in short, in a nutshell, I think I have made it. It is a very long subject, deep subject, and I took a lot, so many readings I had to give to understand what is psychic being. Because in the book, he never says what is psychic being. Okay, and because he knows it, na, so he will refer to as psychic being. Then I went through every page. Then one page I saw that psychic being is the soul. So this is the book. Can you see this? Can you see this book?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. This is the psychic being, which gave me the knowledge about the soul, how it takes birth, rebirth, reincarnation, liberation, mukti, enlightenment. Everything is here. And I purchased it long back. I didn't give a single reading, but Mahavatar Baba TV has compelled me to read it. I am very thankful. I am very thankful to Mahavatar Foundation for, and I think maybe God has, led me to this platform so that I will also undergo this very pious experience. My soul will also get elevated, and you all will get elevated. And thank you for giving me a very patient hearing. Initially, there was a technical problem. I had to come in the second half. Please excuse me for that. Thank you so much. Pray to God that I pray to universe also. Thank you all very much.
Yeah. Thank you, madam, for sharing your experience. The
If
mystery
anybody
behind
has
the,
questions, they can ask me. If I'm able to answer, I'll give.
yeah. So thank you, madam, for the mystery behind the universe cycles, Punarapi Jaranam, Punarapi Maranam. So
Don't you
the
feel
real
it is very
purpose of,
interesting?
yes,
It is very
yeah,
interesting, mystical.
yeah, the spirit journey should be beyond the life
Yes,
for reminding us
life
the
after
science.
life.
Yes, life. And the science behind pyramid mummifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mummy waiting for the rebirth of its soul
Yes,
to give
yes,
the identity, like it's like
yes,
a story. And I feel, if we think in this manner, we will not cry if somebody is dying.
yes,
Because he says now vital sheath is dissolving little late. Because why, what is vital sheath? Your attachments to this worldly life, your attachments to your relatives, your daughter, your son, your wife, your, uncle, everybody. So your friends and your properties, everything is mine. You have the attachment. No, this is mine. This is mine. Nothing is mine.
yes,
If that realization comes, no,
yes,
we will not cry. And
yes,
you should also think that, when the death happens, the soul is elevating.
yeah,
The soul is elevating, it is progressing in its spiritual life.
yes.
So it is going towards liberation and enlightenment. So I think saying is easy. I am most emotional person. When my mother died, I cried like anything. So it's there, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's how we should evolve
Yeah,
to
we
get
should
into the
we
place.
should change our perception. It is difficult, but not impossible also. But we should always try.
So during this process, you can attend a stage called Aham Brahmasmi. You can
Of
see
course,
auditors.
yes. That is it.
I,
Exactly. That
Aham,
is Jivatma and Paramatma is coming together. I mean, on the same level as Aham Brahmasmi.
yes,
You are same as God.
yes.
That is enlightenment, like. So that's it.
Somebody has a question, madam.
Yeah.
If somebody commits suicide, so they will go to Naraka or heaven.
Huh. Actually, you are not supposed to commit suicide, you know. That's a very, very wrong thing because the spirit is neither here or there. So actually, we should educate our population, our children, not to end the life which has been gifted by God. You are disrespecting God. See, the experiences you are, why does he commit suicide? Because he has some depression, he is disheartened, or some failures, or he could not get any love. Okay. But this experience, who has chosen? This life has been chosen by who? I have been telling you that we have chosen. This soul wanted to experience this kind of life. I want to be born to these parents in these circumstances where they don't have any money or they are not respected in the public by the people, and they are in a corner and nobody is recognizing. They are not getting good, lifestyle. This you wanted to experience because in this life you experience this. Tomorrow I may experience this in the next birth. If I have not completed it, every soul has to experience this. That is evolution. So you should, whenever something, another thing here I would like to say, see, good things are there, but bad things, na, it is like yin and yang, na? One is dark, one is light. So this earth is complete only if it is half dark, half light. You are seeing sun and moon, day and night. So that is balancing the energy. Balancing, same balancing the soul should also have. So if you are living in a very happy surrounding, are you learning anything? You are having all comforts. See, if you compare Ambani's family, the children there, and a child of a beggar on the road, sitting under the bridge in Bombay or anywhere for that matter, having not even a breadcrumbs to eat during the day, can you compare these people? You will find that in the society also, those who are suffering, they learn so much. They learn so much through their experience. When they don't have food, they try to work. They try to find out a source for earning money. So they will do some job and they'll get the money, they'll bring it to the family, they'll make some, mother will cook the food, they will distribute and equally they'll share and they will progress. Okay, they want to come up in life. So they will try to educate them. Some free education is there, they will put them in the school. So they are gaining experience. They understand what is poverty, what is hunger, what is pain, okay, what is being disrespected. These are all emotions you have to experience and understand. It is for learning this lesson that the soul is coming to this planet through rebirth and reincarnation. But whereas if it is Ambani's family, which is having everything intact, nothing is lacking, there is nothing lacking in their life. Do you think that they will learn anything? Where is the scope for learning? See, when there is a want, I am lacking in something. See, I am not able, I wanted to become a doctor, but my parents could not afford it. Okay. In that case, what is your need? You should create, if you are not able to complete your education in that, you will see that my children will do it. I will provide for them. For that, you will work. You understand what is the experience of a person who is not educated. Person who is not educated is not able to communicate properly. He is not able to, come out of his situation that easily. He is not able to, explore life. So these things will be possible when you are undergoing all these troubles in life. One more thing, God always gives hurdles and, difficult situations to face to pure souls. That is an additional point I'm saying. If the soul is almost complete in, in its experiences and has learned its lessons, in that case, some shadow characters will be there. Shadow sides of the soul will be there. What are shadow sides? Negative sides. That is, if you are jealous, if you have ego, if you if you are successful, you will feel that, yeah, I am, I can succeed anywhere. I am very capable. That is ego, isn't it? Competency is not ego. Understanding that you are capable of doing is not ego. But thinking that I am above everybody, I can do everything, that is ego, which is not permitted in spirituality. What is, after all, liberation and enlightenment? It is spirituality. Your spirit is coming on par with God, Jivatma and Paramatma. If you have to progress in spirituality, first step is that remove your ego, remove your fear, remove your, lack of confidence, remove your, what are things you can say, dependency. You are depending on others. You should become, complete in yourself. So God will give tests every time by giving you a bad experience. When you are doing everything, you always find that if a person is going through real trauma in life, most probably it's either it is a karma repaying, either he is repaying the karma in this birth, otherwise he is a pure soul. Pure soul is tested like gold. He will be put in fire. Gold you put in fire, like beat it and do everything to make it. Then only you get the 24 carat gold. No? So to make the soul pure, so that he can attain moksha, God will give these experiences. While going through these experiences which you have chosen, why should you commit suicide? It is a suicidal tendency is a momentary feeling. It is a momentary feeling. If somebody at that point is coming to his help, if he opens up, this is my difficulty which is forcing me to commit the suicide, he will definitely not commit suicide, because who wants to die? You have the fear of death. Every human being has a fear of death. Though we say we should not be afraid, when the moment comes, you are afraid. Maybe when you cross it, you are happy. But that moment, that junction, which is called death, is full of fear. So, suicide, but you should not, you should educate people saying that, you should complete the life term that is allowed to you according to your wish, your soul's wish, to experience this on this earth. You cannot cut it short. That means you have cancelled the contract without God's permission. You came with a contract, no? I am going here, I live here for so long, I will be born to these people, I will experience this, and I will evolve. See, whatever experiences, good or bad, good things will be added to a book. That is what you are doing in the interlife. And like that, you're adding, and when it becomes 100%, you're liberated. This is to be speaking very, very, in a very, very simple term. Like, this is how I understood, like, there may be people who understand more than me, but in my small effort, I could understand this much. So, what they say, what I hear is that those who die by suicide, they cannot get liberation. On the other hand, they cannot even that place where they have to wait for rebirth. So they are hanging around in this material world itself as spirits. Why should you suffer? That is very, very painful term. Very painful term. So this should be brought to the notice of all these people, or should be educated in schools also. When you talk about spirituality, you will say that don't commit suicide. Committing suicide is wrong, big wrong. That's
Yes, it is a sin in all. Yes, it is a sin considered in all the religions. Yes.
It is a sin to your soul. You are doing the sin to your soul because you are not allowing it to evolve. It wanted to evolve. It came for experiencing. But actually, when he gave the experience, you don't want to undergo that.
Yes.
You are stubborn.
Also, you may feel it silly. If the time passes, you can see it silly because
It is silly.
for
So
that reason,
actually,
I want to take. I also said we may feel it silly. Yes, if the time
no, no,
passes.
no. Nobody should do.
Yes.
You should not end your life on
Yes.
your own. You have no permission for that.
So I think Vedavati madam as a raised her hand. Madam, you can speak.
Very, very nice, very interesting session today.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Very
Thank you very
nice,
much.
very, very nice flow.
Madam,
Didn't,
actually,
it,
tell me.
it was very interesting. I mean, it can't say. Acha, about this suicide, whatever you said is 100% correct. It's a sin you are contempting, okay?
Yeah.
But sometimes we feel that it may be destiny.
Destiny, who is making the destiny? Ma'am,
God.
everything is done by us. You are responsible for everything. Like the character development I told, na, you are responsible for your character. You are responsible for everything. God is only, judging you. That's all. He is giving you tests and makes you pass or fail. Actual thing, you are deciding. You are designing your life. You are deciding when to come. You want in which family you want to take birth, what kind of experience you want to experience. Everything is decided by the soul, your own soul. So destiny is made by who? Ultimately, it's not God.
See, life, death.
You can call it destiny.
Destined by the God.
We are saying, I am not very sure, but according to my perception, from whatever I read, I feel that you are creating your destiny. The person is creating the destiny. Finally, you are also God, na? Aham Brahmasmi. Come to that. You are Aham Brahmasmi, you are God only. God is creating. Who is God? You. Right?
Ramchandran sir wants to talk. Sir, you can unmute and.
Hello.
Hello. Namaskaram.
Madam, it was a very interesting presentation.
Thank you so much.
That.
Thank you.
I have some perception, but I don't think I'll be able to talk to you in the subject in a short time. So maybe I may have the privilege of talking to you personally about that. Something.
Sir, what I did now, I visualized it like a story. I visualized it like a story.
Yeah, now I just mentioned about destiny that you're talking about. Destiny is something. See, we have our body. We are our creation is something like a car only. We have in a car it's a driver, and that is our mind. Like this mind is the thing, and we see if we condition our mind, it will be. It will take you to the destiny. It will take you to the desired destination. Your wisdom will be in line with the mind and might take you driver.
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Voice is breaking.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I can hear.
Now, what's happening is that, you see, if the mind is conditioned, if you have got a trained mind, you by meditation, suppose you condition your mind, it will accept your wishes. Like Sri Krishna and Arjun, the relation that between Sarthi, the driver, and that driver will take you to your destiny. You are making the destiny by making your driver to take you. A car without a driver or without a trained driver, it will take you somewhere where you will never know. So to your desired destination.
But I'll tell you something, sir. Driver will take you. See, in Bhagavad Gita, what happened in Mahavatar in that Yuddham? What happened in that? Sri Krishna is the Sarathi. He's the driver.
Right.
God is the driver.
Yes.
Arjuna is sitting on
Yes.
the chariot.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now he is taking him to the battlefield, and he is seeing all
Yes.
his relatives, his gurus, everybody. Now he is not willing
Yes.
to. He is not willing to fight. He says, "I'll go back. I don't want to fight." So who is creating the destiny?
Yes.
So a driver can take you to the place. So
Yeah,
what
the driver
says,
has cost. Driver
yes,
is the main reason.
What Krishna
Driver is the
says
main
is, I
reason.
can take you there.
Yes.
But karma you
Yes.
have
Yeah.
to do.
Correct.
Destiny
In
is
Malayalam, there is a saying. Devam Padi, Devam Padi. I am 50% and 50% is the God. So God's, if we do 50%, the balance 50% will be done by God. That can
see these things, these things in our daily life, sometimes when you are going through difficult situations, they will say that, yeah, God will help. And but finally, who is God, sir? Finally, who is God? Ourselves. So
actually
to communicate these difficult, concepts to the common people, they have made stories. They have made symbolic stories,
correct.
beautiful stories, and they have
Correct,
tried.
correct.
And in daily life, our grandmothers and all that, they used to say some small things. But now I remember what my mother was saying, my grandmother was saying. In that small line, you have so much of meaning, so much of,
Deeper meaning.
guidance,
Yes.
so much of
Agree with you
guidance.
fully.
They are like
Correct.
capsules. But they didn't know that they are giving us capsules. That much knowledge they didn't have. But it was passed on through the generations. But we didn't understand the value of it, and we forgot. So we have to relearn. We have to relearn again. Sir, I never expected that I would be able to do this much. Even I was scared, to be very frank, because I have chosen a very difficult subject. Because I myself wanted to know what is the difference between afterlife and rebirth. So I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Madam,
Rashekar
this
sir.
Yes, continue, sir. Ramcharan sir, continue.
Thank you. Carry on.
Good evening, madam. Very good,
Good
interesting
evening.
lesson, madam.
Good evening.
Very good, interesting lesson.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have to control our mind. Whatever we have to do, we have to control our mind. That is the main reason.
Now that you are in the Mahavatar Baba TV daily doing meditation, you will have no problem.
Yes. Madam.
You
Thank
will
you,
have
madam.
no problem, no stress, no worries, no fear.
Yes,
You are evolving through this. Meditation is a tool.
Yes, madam.
It's the medicine. Meditation is a medicine for preventing you from, becoming negative. All your negative thoughts will become positive, even without your knowledge. But regularly attend. And do also on yourself.
Yes, madam.
I
Thank
am
you,
telling you, I am not a spiritual person. Really, I am telling you. Truly, only after COVID, actually, it was a rebirth for me. I would have died in that. I was so serious. But I came out. When I came out, my mother had died. I was very much attached to her. I could not, I am telling you, don't cry. But I cried like anything. I was bedridden for 8 months. I had so many comorbidities also, after COVID and all that. So I went through all that, and after that, the big transformation happened within myself. I am telling you, I am not the same person. My daughter suddenly saw the change in me, and she said, I want my mother back. I want my mother back. This is not my mother. So I said, no. I am same only. I know everything has changed. My thinking pattern, my observation, whatever I am doing, I am doing in a different way. To tell you frankly, I was a very shy person. I was an officer. I could manage so many people under me, but I try not to talk in a group.
Same thing.
That
I
was the
am also
experience
same
I was
person.
taking in that birth.
Now I am opening the most, madam.
Exactly. See,
everywhere I am very shy about talk to platform or everywhere. But now I am opening.
For that, you should thank Ranganathan sir. For that, you should thank Ranganathan sir. He is creating this, sessions, making you take the classes. That responsibility comes on you, whether you are capable or not, you do not know. But once you open, First class will be difficult. Second class, you will feel little comfortable. Then third is okay.
Yes,
Isn't
madam.
it?
Yes.
That is our experience.
Yes, madam.
So this is the experience we have come to experience.
Yes,
Our
madam.
soul wants to go through this. And probably we are all the soulmates. You do not know, like we would have been in the previous births somehow connected. Otherwise, you cannot come together in a forum like this, even without knowing each other. He is, Lokesh sir is in some corner. I am in some corner. You are in some corner. The Ramachandran sir is somewhere else. Vedavati madam is somewhere. But we are behaving like a family.
Yes, we
We
are
are
maintaining
behaving like
Sajjana
a
Yes,
family,
Sangha.
madam. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Yes,
right?
madam.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that
madam.
means, in the previous births, somewhere we were connected. Somewhere. Maybe you are my friend, you are my relative, or, like all of us, interrelated. Like, there are so many births, no? There are old souls also. When they say old soul, minimum 1,000 births they would have taken. Then only you call that soul old soul. So new soul means their experiences are very little. They have to go through so many births again, remaining. Then only understand what is life. So realize one thing, that we are responsible for everything. So should not commit suicide. Nobody, for that matter. No, like anybody is getting to that point. Actually, we have many forums which are helping them to come out of it. But you should, that person, whoever is having that feeling, should open it out. See, when you open up, no, like you freely talk what is your problem. You don't talk to everybody, they may take advantage of it. So if you have some faith in somebody, or you go to a doctor, tell them. And then nothing is there. I'll give you one solution which my mother used to tell me, like if you have a trouble working in the office, somebody criticized you or behind the back stabbed you, something. Inwardly, I'm suffering. Okay, they said something bad about me, or I failed in something. So when I go and tell her, she'll say, whenever you get something, some feeling like that, if you don't have anybody on whom you can, depend, like they will not go and tell anybody, or they'll not make fun of me later saying that, oh, you came to me, I told you, that nobody likes it, like. So human beings have the tendency, they will repeat it. I gave him this advice that day, which should not be done. But it's not possible. People do that. So in that situation, you go to a tree, okay? Any garden, any tree is there. At a time when nobody is near that, you speak out all your grievances, whatever sorrows you have, open it up. Tell the tree, I have had all this problem, so I am not feeling happy. I want to come out of it. So he is the listener, na? You want a person to listen to you. You got the tree, which is not going to speak, which is not
Yes,
going
madam.
to move from that place and tell everybody, spreading the news like All India Radio. This man came to me and he told me all this. It is not going to tell. So you can
Yes.
confidently tell the tree. Otherwise, take water in your hand like this. Na? In your hand, you take water. Talk to the water. Water listens. Trees listen. They cannot respond. They may respond, we don't understand. So you can talk, take water in your, the rivers are there, then you can go and do that there. Otherwise, from the tap water, you can take water in your hands when nobody is observing. See, make sure that nobody is listening to you. If you don't want that to go out, okay, be alone, take the water, speak to it, throw it, gone. See what happens. Here you are getting healed. Your wounds, because of your bitter experiences, you have got wounds in your heart. So in your body, you have some wounds which have to be healed. So for healing, the best thing is to throw it out. If an apple is rotten and it is kept in the fridge along with good apples, what will you do to prevent the other things not getting rotten? You will pick that rotten apple, throw it out. Similarly, your other good feelings are getting affected because of this stress. You are unnecessarily, overthinking. You are overthinking about a moment which has already passed. That incident has happened and gone. People would have forgotten also. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, month after, nobody is going to know what happened. But you are still with that. So to take it out, you have to speak it out to somebody. If you are not confident that this person is not dependable, then you can talk to a tree, talk to water. Enough. The process is throwing out. Ultimately, you are throwing out your grievance somewhere. Okay?
I think Kalpana ma'am has a query, I think. Ma'am, you can speak if you want. Yeah, you are unmuted. You can speak.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to you. What you were referring to mummies, no? Like, it just reminded me to, like, in our Hinduism, what practice we do for the 13 days. This is what we also do for 13 days.
That is for
We
the
provide,
vitality.
yeah,
That is
for
for the
provide,
vitality.
we provide food for that, the soul which has left the body. They say that reason behind providing the food to the soul is when the soul is gone, definitely that even I think you must be knowing Sadhguru. So
Yes.
in one of his video I heard that him saying that when the soul comes out of the body, he in few minutes, some minutes, he is shown the entire picture of his life.
Exactly.
What karma he has done.
I forgot to say that actually.
What karma he has done. So even when the soul himself sees, oh, I did this so bad. This was very wrong what I did. He realizes that. That is the time he realizes and he says, no, what mistakes I have done in this janma, I don't want to repeat that same thing in my next birth.
So who is deciding? We are only deciding at that moment.
Dharta of whatever deeds we do. Again, the God gives chance to that soul.
Yes.
Now you decide what you want to be, where you want to go, whether you want to be in this plane only, or you want to come take your journey further.
Forward,
forward. So but still, that's why they say that we. Though you be in the materialistic world, but still don't be attached to anything. You do your duty, daily duty.
Correct.
But again, don't get attached to anything. The moment you attach, your desires, your everything again will not allow the soul to liberate you. So that's that's what
Very true, ma'am.
So and the shraddhas what we do every year, that Mahalaya Amavasya in a year it comes.
No? You are Bengali?
No, I'm Gadwali only from Uttarakhand, born and brought up in Mumbai.
Okay.
Uttarakhand, I think you have heard about the state.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm from there. So the reason of the one who has like decided to continue their journey, that there are certain planes. Earth is very down, but like we say, no, sun and earth, it is so many years. There's a distance so much. So these souls also go to some planes. So for them, they have to. I mean, each level they have to cross more. So they need food.
Yes.
So that's the reason they say that if you're not providing, monthly, not providing food to the departed souls monthly, at least on the Amavasya, that yearly what it comes, you at least provide food to them, because these souls will be waiting for that food so that they can continue their journey further during that time, because that 365 day is a one day completed in that plane. For us, it is 365 days. For them, it is the one day.
Correct.
So that's the reason they say, like, if you are not doing monthly, at least on the that what is that?
Mahalaya Amavasya.
Mahalaya Amavasya time. At least you give that soul, departed soul, remember them and provide food to them, because they'll be waiting for the food. So
Correct.
that is one thing what I wanted. And moreover, like what you said, like suicide. Yes, even I also believe that such souls, they never go to either
They are
heaven or
suffering.
hell.
They are
They'll
suffering.
be suffering here only, and very difficult for them to liberate.
And nobody can help, no?
Yeah, nobody can help. Yeah, that's true.
That is why you should
And
never
again,
commit suicide.
yeah, and again, if the soul is good, it will help the people. And again, if the soul is a bad spirit, he will harm the people. That also they say.
No. I don't think so.
If you go in villages,
No.
such things
See,
are very much there.
You are harming yourself. You are getting scared seeing the spirit. If you see.
No.
Spirit is not scaring you.
People from village, that's fine, because they have seen such souls. So they say that spirits, if the spirits are good, they will really come out of their way to help you also. But some spirits, if they're bad, no, they will try to harm you. Okay,
That's a
because
different topic. Together. Anyway,
Yeah.
related, but
yeah. So since we were talking about mummies, no, I said, yeah, they're the same. It is like in Hinduism,
it's
what
so
we practice
interesting,
30 days.
like
Yeah.
I went to Egypt. I climbed the Great Pyramid. I
Oh,
saw
wow.
the place also. No, but there the mummy they had removed and kept it in the exhibition. Like, there
Okay,
is an exhibition. They have kept it there because they are afraid people will, spoil it.
Yes. Yes.
And their Egyptian, their civilization is the oldest, like.
Yes.
And whatever they have done, it is recorded historically. All this mummification, everything, hieroglyphics, you will see on the walls also. But who can read?
Yes.
People should be able to read it now. Very clearly they have written. Those are not erased at all. Still there. Yeah.
But very interesting topic it was. But I think it's a very debatable also.
Very
I mean,
debatable.
yeah,
Yes,
very debatable, because
definitely.
some they believe this
Spirituality is
way.
debatable, ma'am.
Very. So I think so. It's good to be in spiritual path so that you're not attached to something. So when your body is also, when your soul, when you're leaving this body, at least you will have your choice. Like next, what journey you have to take. Rather than thinking again, getting attached to children,
think like
this,
this,
that.
think like this, that you have chosen to take a rebirth. You have chosen. The soul has chosen. You means this physical body is not you. The essence is the soul. That is the eternal thing. So the soul wanted to be reborn. And it had a contract. I will go at this time. After 3 months, I'll take birth again on this earth. And I will take birth in India, or I'll take birth in Europe or America, anywhere it will choose. And they'll say, I will have these two as my parents. And the financial condition also, everything it will decide. So it was a contract. So he says, okay, permission is given. Because evolution is the basis.
Yeah.
The world is based on evolution only. What we are seeing today is an evolved soul only.
Yeah.
Even if you see civilization also, it has evolved.
Yeah.
What we were 5,000 years back was different.
Yes.
Now we fly in aeroplanes every day. They could not think about it. In Ramayana, they said Pushpak Viman. Pushpak Viman means they could not believe. What is this story? How can you go in a Pushpak Viman from there? And how can Ravan go from India to Ceylon in the Viman? That is what, how can you cross the ocean? Now you are crossing it every day. Every day. That is evolution. Scientific evolution.
Yes, scientific evolution. Still, we are evolving also. AI has come.
Everywhere evolution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional evolution also will come, but what I hear now is that, we are going through a big transformation.
Yes.
Belief system entirely will change.
Yes.
What we were thinking some 100 years, 200 years back, We are still keeping, if you see Indian Penal Code, it is such an old one. It is not updated. What British people kept, we have just kept there because we don't have the wisdom to change it
Correct.
according to the practical needs. So like that,
No, that
it
I
is not
feel is a
evolved.
political thing. Like,
I'm not going to that. I'm saying, no, everywhere changes will come in all,
yes, definitely.
in your thinking,
Yeah.
in your education system, you will change.
Yes.
In even religions also, religions will be there or will not be there. We do not know. It is going through a transformation, big transformation.
Yes, yes.
Mahaparivartan, they call it.
Yes, Mahaparivartan. And it's good also to have the Parivartan.
Total change will be there.
Yes,
And
yes.
finally, the entire world will be in spirituality and we'll go to Satyuga.
Yes.
Kali Yuga will end and we'll go to Satyuga.
Yeah, yeah.
There everybody will be, praying, meditating,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
all good people around you.
Yes.
No
Hey,
evil.
today also, I think so. They say that in US, every day this mantra, Om, which is the Gayatri mantra, daily it is played in the US.
Yeah. Actually, what I read, more than Indians,
yeah,
Westerners will be drawn to spirituality.
Yes, yes,
They
yes.
will be in spirituality.
Yes, and they will ask. They will never get satisfied so easily. They'll keep asking questions. Why
Exactly.
this? Why that? Why that?
And finally, they will come and teach us spirituality.
Yes, yeah, that's really true. Sometimes even when I get astonished, like more than us, they are having so much of knowledge. We being Indians, they are coming here, they are taking the knowledge from here, and we ourselves don't know, because they say, no, like you take things for granted. When you have some things, you take things for granted. Like, okay, mom told me to do this. Okay, there's no
in Hindi they say, no, घर का
घर की मुर्गी
दाल बराबर.
Yes.
If you have chicken at home and somebody has prepared, घर में बनाया, if it is cooked at home, you think that it is like dal only.
Yes.
But if it is done somewhere else, then you have some, like you value it more.
Yeah.
So like that, we are not respecting our culture. Na? Meditation, we were not doing, they are doing.
Correct.
Spirituality, we are not caring for, and they are doing.
Yeah, you see, no, Hanuman Chalisa also, it is clearly mentioned what is the
everything.
distance of earth and sun. But we never did patent of it.
Correct.
But Western NASA, what they did, they said, oh, we have found out, and they have taken the patent right of this. We have done it. So, but then later, our spiritual leaders, they said, "Arey, what you're saying now has been told so many years back by our great spiritual masters, that they have written in the Hanuman Chalisa itself that what is the distance of earth and sun." So
in US and all now, in the schools, Sanskrit is compulsory. They are teaching.
Yes. Yeah. They are more, though they are
We
more
are not
interested
teaching.
in our scriptures rather than theirs. Even Germany, I think so. Germany also, they follow that what sign that Hitler used to take, no, that Ganesha, what we draw, swastika. Yeah, so they took it from us.
See, finally, all of us are same, no? What?
Yeah.
When Adam and Eve was born, only created. They were created, and from there only all of us have come. For convenience sake, we migrated here, there, and everywhere. And you didn't have communication like today. So you have your separate language and your civilization, cultures, and traditions. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're all taking so much interest in this. I'm very happy about it.
Good. Actually, I was a little interested, like when you spoke about this topic. I said, yeah, it's a very good, very vast subject. It can't be covered in
deep,
one.
Yeah.
Very deep. Because each person has said different. They have their different ideas about this subject, like what exactly. Because in Garud Puran also they say that Garuda, he spoke to Vishnu about this only. What happens after death, where the person goes, why he's been tortured so much, what are the ways.
You can take a class on that in continuation of that.
I have to.
In continuation of, okay, Lokesh sir. Lokesh sir, note it down.
I have to research on
take it forward. Seriously, I'm saying. You can choose a topic, ma'am.
I have to
He'll plan,
study
he'll
on
plan.
it. I'm not getting the time only, but I like subjects like this, like curiosity. Like when the soul goes, okay, this person left, my father left. Where is he now? Because initially, when they leave, they'll come to us in our dreams. After that, some period, they stop coming to us. So where are they now? That question arises, like what he must be
Look,
doing now. Where
actually,
is
they
he?
say, na, you should not think about those who have left us.
Yeah.
Because you only told me detachment. You are
Detachment, yeah.
not allowing them to
But
detach.
curiosity, like what is the
Nay.
which is the place where they have gone like
No, what happens, they say, of course, I also think of my mother so many times. I am just preaching. Preaching is easy, practicing is difficult.
practicing.
Like,
Yeah, sometimes when you feel
practicing
like
is
you think
difficult.
about it, like
No,
maybe
it is
like
difficult, but what they say is, if you think about them, it reaches. Because,
Acha.
yeah,
Madam, so only we pray our elders who have left us as God.
yes,
Correct.
We
Yes,
keep them in our puja.
No, you should
and
take
pray.
their blessings. That's all.
Yeah,
Yes.
we pray as God.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes.
Thanks.
Any masters want to respond
Yeah.
for 1 or 2 minutes?
Sir,
Yeah, sir.
I wish Madam Kalpana Madam also to take a spiritual class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All of you have to do, na.
You
Everybody
can
has
drop
to
your
do.
number, madam. You can drop your number on chat box. We can contact you.
That will be interesting. Like.
Yes. Okay, madam. Let's thank the universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. And let's thank the masters who have attended the session. So thank you all.
Thank you all very much for the interactive session after the talk also.
Madam Chitra Madam, beautifully
Yes.
taken, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
This was unexpected, actually. It
No,
just
no.
came from me.
The flow was very natural.
I was not even looking at the book. I had jotted so many things, no? I'm not looking there only. And I'm going on talking.
Super, madam.
Thank you,
madam.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good night.
So please don't miss the tomorrow session, as it will be covering the importance and practical guidance for achieving inner peace by Palniappan sir. So see you all tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.